So we were just looking at the way in which the railway line divides between this part of Brixton and the other side of Brixton, and how the ownership of the land by the community actually will help people develop a scheme which we're well on the way towards getting something that everyone feels comfortable with, but us developing the scheme, not it coming through a top-down planning process. And we were talking about down there about the Barrett scheme being controlled in terms of how the Section 106, the planning rules are controlling what they're delivering there. So the only community benefit that that scheme's giving us is what can be extricated through the planning system. Here, with it being community owned, the proposition has come from the community. It's actually not about imposing something, it's actually something that we want to achieve, so everyone is going to benefit. The community are actually going to own it in the long run, actually get benefit from that in terms of some small financial, there'll be a ground rent or something like that that will come across that then can be used in perpetuity, and that sense of ownership will be massive in terms of it's ours, we're in charge, we're actually taking control of what's happening to our own destiny, and that sense of empowerment, I suppose, that comes through the community owning the organisation and the community owning the land and driving forward what's actually happening is we know going to achieve an improvement just in people's just general sense of well-being, as well as physically what we do on this side. We're not going to be able to get rid of the railway, but it will enliven what's happening on this side of the street and give people that activity and that sense of ownership in the long term. It's making that physical barrier disappear and arrive at much more of a porous knitting between this side and the other side of the railway line, where the majority of the activity of Brixton happens at the moment.
My name is Dennis Gemfi, founding member of Brixton Green. I've been part of Brixton Green for like 4 years now, and we've been working hard to secure this premises over here to start developing some good projects that's going to benefit the Sam Leighton estate. As for Sam Leighton, I've been living here for over 10 years, and I've seen the ins and the outs of like what goes on around here. And when Brixton Green first came out, I felt that was a good idea, because around here there's not much. You see, the councils are knocking down the buildings, but we don't know why they're knocking down the buildings, and they're not building facilities for the young people. So the young people are not having like much to do, and they're hanging out on the street. But what Brixton Green is going to do is it's going to bring the Oval House over here. It's going to bring a few facilities for young people to make use of. You see, we've got professionals backing us. We've got our chair, Stephen Jordan, who done the King's Cross, and he also done the Olympics Village. It goes to show that we've got actually experienced people. We've even got Tessa Drown, who's one of our supporters. She pushes us all the way. She supports what we're doing. So what I'm trying to get across is like we've got a lot of supporters, and it's not being done by people that don't know what to do. These individuals have actually partaked in several occasions. You know what I'm saying? Several stuff. They've been involved in big budgeting. So I would say like Brixton Green is really crucial for the community, because it's been backed by over 1,000 members of the community, who have actually paid £1 and dedicated themselves to supporting what we do.
There's a lot of facility that's lacking in this area here. Take for instance, they have one little shop inside the estate here. Why not build up something out here that people can benefit from it? Yeah? Mind you, Lambeth Council closed all children facility, and we are dealing with over 250 children at our centre. It's all closed. So all the children is from this area, because the estate is a what you call a family estate. And this would be ideal if you could build up something for the children and the community, especially training centre. Because you know what happened? The training that they give in some of the training in Lambeth is not usable. And people are coming to say to me, why don't we have a proper training center, for instance, how to do business plan, how to do tax return, business plan, how to make up a constitution, how to do balance sheet. Because balance sheet is the thing who tell you how the organization run. We have no training like that around here. None whatsoever. I've got to go all the way to earn here for GP. And the center that was down Colava Lane there, the chemist, it closed down. Yes, the nearest chemist is in Brixton, and old people don't like to go into that area at all. Yeah. You know?
Brilliant.
And the thing is this, they should take old people into consideration, knowing me is 81 and have to walk out all the way down there. I hardly use Brixton, but if the thing was around the locality here, it would be nice. Yeah. This is the center point. It's the source. This is where you should begin from, the source. Because you have more people go through here all the time, yeah? And they were speaking about shutting it off. I hope Brixton Green don't allow them to do that.
Along the side, we're going to make it residential homes, a street where people look after people. This alley here is known for a lot of dark stuff. I don't even want to start explaining, but we're going to try and change that by bringing the mums and the dads and the aunties down here. Rather than the young people walking down this road and seeing these abandoned buildings, we're going to have a chef's school right here, a big window looking to a chef's school, seeing the chefs cooking, and then we're going to have another big school over here looking into London print work, where they're going to see printing going on, and then we're going to have the Oval House down the road. So the young people walking down here will be inspired and eager to get involved in their community work.